Hey guys, so today, as requested, we're going to be taking a look at some of my brand new kit. Now, I've ran some of these pieces of kit in several videos recently, not all of it together just yet. Some of the footage you saw at the start there is pretty much the whole new loadout. You may have seen things like the CPC previously, you've definitely seen the new helmet build, but this is the first time kind of showcasing all of it together. Now, there's a couple of reasons I made a new build. One, now we've got a Milsim team Cold Spear. We wanted to try and run matching kit, or at least similar kit, rather than different styles and different colours. Obviously previously I used to run a tan plate carrier, which I enjoyed because if you were skirmishing you could wear tan with multicam, you could wear it with Badlands camo, M81, any camo really. Tan was a good kind of mixed uniform style plate carrier. Now that we're going for Milsim stuff, we're playing NATO a lot, we wanted multicam plate carriers. And multicam actually works really well with M81. I think that kind of mixture works well. So if you are wanting a green camouflage, you can mix multicam with M81, and of course multicam with multicam works really well as well. So to start off with, most of this kit today is Semapo. Now, if you haven't heard of Semapo, they are a airsoft company who make replicas of Crye Precision. Now, Crye Precision plate carriers can range anything from £200 right up to £800–900, so they can be very, very expensive. So Semapo, probably still one of the most expensive kind of replica airsoft companies out there, definitely probably the highest quality replica airsoft company out there. If you are wanting something along a Crye Precision style, but you don't want to have to pay out for Crye Precision, Semapo is definitely the company to go for. Downside is, they do take a long time to order. Most of this stuff is built to order, so we ordered these plate carriers in May, and we received them this month, so you can kind of get an idea of how long these things take to come. So to begin with, let's take a look at the plate carrier. This is the Semapo NCPC, or Navy Command plate carrier, which I think is their copyright way of getting around the name CPC, which of course is the official name for the Crye Precision version of this plate carrier. Now, this is definitely the best plate carrier I've ever had. The quality and the build and the kind of level of customization is pretty incredible. So to begin with, on the front here, this is a Velcro Cummerbund plate carrier, by the way, as you probably would expect with most plate carriers. I am running 3 mags in the front in the built-in kind of kangaroo pouch, but inside this, if I can take these magazines out for a second, you can see I am running a Faro Concept Kydex insert to try and make those magazines fit a little bit nicer. Now, on the front of the plate carrier here, you have this nice big Velcro space. Now, I do run American patches. This is actually an IR multicam patch, so with your IR light on your night vision, you can see that glowing, so it does look pretty cool. Now, I get probably 2 or 3 questions a day now on videos, on Instagram, saying, why do you run American patches? Well, the reason for that is, this is all American equipment. Crye Precision is American, Team Wendy is American, Multicam is American, of course the British wear MTP. So this is an American build essentially. My weapon is an AR-15 style weapon, which arguably is an American style weapon. So this is really an American build. So I run American patches. There's no other real reason for it. I'm not non-patriotic. I don't dislike the UK. I just run American flags because this is American stuff. So moving on to the sides of this plate carrier, I run myself a Tourniquet. Now this Tourniquet is literally there for aesthetic. It's probably the only bit of equipment on this plate carrier that I run just for the aesthetics. Everything else does have a very practical use. I just like the look of that on the side there. On the side here, now these are actually Warrior pouches in multicam, so these are the only bits of Warrior on this plate carrier. Everything else is Semapo. I run 2 open top pistol pouches, which I have my 2 M&P 9 pistol mags, which I've showed you in a previous video. So they sit in there and they lock. There's no top to them, but they lock in perfectly. And on the side, I'm actually using this double pouch. I think this is actually built into the Cummerbund. Now, I think it's actually designed originally for maybe a radio or 2 M4 pouches, but it actually works perfectly with the bungee to hold an M4 mag, so that's really comfy. Now on the back here, there's nothing right now, but this will actually be my radio pouch. My new radio is on the way, so it'll sit in this pouch with the lead running up to my headset. Now the way the Cummerbund works in this plate carrier is actually pretty impressive. It's a 2-stage Cummerbund. So if you open the plate carrier up, you will see, here we go, we have 2 layers of Cummerbund. We have this outside layer, which you can see here. So this is actually your molly, very stiff molly there, so you can fit things on. And on the inside, we have more buckle space, which is where this built-in pouch is. So you could actually mount more stuff on the interior of this, but it also means because it's got this Velcro here, you can actually very easily adjust how tight this cummerbund is. So again, as I mentioned at the start, the customization on this plate carrier is pretty impressive. So going around the other side, I like to keep the right hand side of my plate carrier as clear as possible, and that is of course because that is my drawing side. My pistol is below my plate carrier, and that's where when I'm drawing my pistol, I'm drawing upwards. So by having as little as possible on this side means nothing's going to clash with my pistol as I go for that quick draw. So all I have on the right hand side, again, same as the left, is the built-in single M4 pouch, or radio pouch, whatever this really is used for. But again, as I said, I find it pretty comfortable and very useful as an M4 pouch. Now, if I just Velcro this all back up a second so we can spin round to the back, you will see the reverse of my plate carrier. Now this is the Semi-Pro assault panel. Again, it's a replica of a Cry Precision assault panel with the zip up sides. So you'll see both sides have zips, and then it's a case of just 4 molly, 2 there and 2 there, so you don't spend a lot of time weaving molly all the way down, which is very, very handy. You just zip these sides on, and your panel is part of your kit. So if I can get that back on there, very easy, and away you go. Again, obviously this only works if you have a plate carrier like a Semi-Pro that has the built-in zips on the outside of your plate carrier. Now this assault panel is a 40mm style panel, which means under these pouches here, I have 6 40mm pouches, which fits 40mm trauma grenades, or in this case, I've got some Enola Gay smokes, which of course, I use a lot of this kind of stuff at Milsim. Smoke is a very handy tool. I can fit 6 of these very easily in each of these pouches, which means when playing, of course, as a team, I've got these on my back. Teammates can come behind me, take these out, either pass them to me, or they can dispense them themselves. So 6 of those there on the back is very, very useful. And then beneath that, we have a kind of general larger pouch, which I sometimes will be running GoPro equipment in, or if you have larger smokes or pyro, like these EGX 18, which are kind of the daddy of smokes from Enola Gay, I can probably fit maybe 4 or 5 of these standing upright, if not more actually. These actually fit perfectly upright, so I could probably fit 4 of these in there without much of an issue if I zip that up. So, you know, with 6 on there and 3 in there, you've got yourself a lot of pyro, which is, you know, very, very useful for the team. So as a back panel goes, it's pretty useful. Of course, you could switch this out for a map or a mini map, but this assault panel, I think it looks smart, it's low profile, it doesn't bounce around because of the way it's zipped and mollied on. It works pretty well. Now, I will say, Semi-Pro plate carriers don't come with any actual plate. The plate bags are empty when you get it. So if you want to have some kind of rigidity to it and some sturdiness, I actually went ahead and ordered the PTS Syndicate medium size foam plates, which are these ones. So I've got the exact same one in the back. These are they're really nice quality. I've had plastic ones before that are a bit rigid. These are kind of a nylon outside, but they're a foam material, so they're lightweight, but they hold their shape. And being a medium size, because the plate bag on this is smaller than, say, you know, DCS, they fit perfectly in there, and they just not only obviously give you a bit of protection from incoming rounds, but they give the plate carrier that solid shape. And again, in the back there, between the backside and the assault panel, is another plate bag. Now, internally on this plate carrier, this is one of the things that really originally impressed me with this, was the level of comfort. If I just open this plate carrier up so you can see the back, if I completely open it, so the front plate bag goes away, you get a good idea of how comfy this plate, if I just put that over my shoulder, how comfy this plate carrier is. This padding here, all around, there isn't any on the front, which is a bit of a shame. On the inside, but that's because you've got all these straps and Velcro here to adjust your shoulder straps. You've got all the knots here. This is for, you see these two hooks here? If you were to pull these, the whole plate carrier would fall apart, and that's because in real life, if you were shot and a medic needs to get to you, you know, to look at a trauma on the battlefield, they can pull all these and your plate carrier will come away and they can access a wound pretty quickly. But you can see all this padding here, and it's the same on the battle belt. It's very, very comfortable. Now finally on this, which I'm not going to dwell on too much because you've seen this on my previous plate carrier, I am now running the Pharaoh Concept dangler pouch, which again, no change from the last time I did a video. I keep all my grenade pins, priming tool for a VTG, and a little bag there that you can hear is full of 209 primers, which I always use because they kill people just as much as a 12 gauge. They're 10th the price and you can carry a lot more of them. And they work with the multi-bang TRMRs. So that pretty much wraps up my NCPC. So moving on, we have the Semapo Battle Belt, which as I mentioned previously is a replica of a Cry Precision style battle belt. Now internally we have the same nice padding as we saw inside the NCPC, which again is pretty much what you get on the inside of a Cry battle belt. And none of the equipment on the outside comes with it, so I'm going to go around this now. On the right hand side we have my pistol holster. This is a Kydex Mile Gear holster made for myself. This was custom built by the guys at Mile Gear. I have done a review of this in the past. I will leave the link to that in the description and the link to their page. This was custom built for me to fit my Tokyo Marui M&P with a Surefire X300 torch. So that fits that perfectly on there. That goes onto there nice and neatly. Holds the pistol nice and tight, but you can still draw it nice and quickly. So great holster, uses quite a lot now, and I am a big fan of it. Now moving around to the right hand side, I actually have myself a useful dump pouch at last. A lot of you out there always say you should use a dump pouch. You're too slow by putting your mags back in your plate carrier, which is always true because previously I had a bad dump pouch. I'd be running and the mags would fly out. This is actually a Warrior Assault dump pouch. It's got a kind of kind of wire built frame on the inside so it holds its shape. Obviously it's got a drawstring so you can get it to the right size you need, and you know mags won't fly out, and a Velcro top. Now still, when I'm say in the heat of a game and I need to reload, I will put the mags into this and reload, but once say I die and I'm walking back to spawn, or it kind of calms down, I will take the mags back out of this and put them back in here, even if they are empty. Sometimes I'll put them facing a different way so I can tell. That's just simply because having maybe 2 or 3 or even more magazines in here rattling around, banging into the back of your leg is pretty irritating. So that's my dump pouch. And on the right hand side I have a double 40mm grenade pouch which fits things like Enola Gay smokes perfectly, and also my favourite grenades, my multi-bang, well this is actually a single at the moment, but my Concept Tactical TRMR impact grenade, which is arguably the best blank firing grenades on the market. So that features both of them in there and fits them nice and easily. These 40mm smokes fit in there nice and easily. And that pretty much is the belt itself. So moving on, we have my BDUs. Again, Semapo, as you can probably tell, there's a bit of a theme going on here. These again are replicas of Cry Precision style BDUs with the kind of signature light grey centre of the U-back which you see on Cry Precision. Again, these are very, very well made, quite pricey. As I said, even though they are replicas, they're really high quality. I think the trousers are about $150, the shirt's about $90, so you are paying still a premium price, but you are getting good stuff, and it's still a hell of a lot cheaper than Cry Precision. Cry Precision, you're looking at maybe £200 for the trousers, maybe $150 for the shirt. So on this again, I have a American flag, again for all the reasons I explained at the start, and I have the new Cold Spear patch. Now, if you're like me, I'm 6 foot on the dot, I've got a 32-inch waist, I'm pretty tall and just standard size. The large stuff fits well because this is made in South Korea. That side of the world, they seem to make things a little bit smaller than they say, so if you think you're a medium, you're probably a large when it comes to stuff like Semapo. So that's a large size shirt, it fits me well. And again, these are their Semapo Generation 2 style trousers, so they have the Generation 2 and 3 recognisable by the stretchy bit of material between the knee pads. Built-in knee pads again, it doesn't come with knee pads, these are actually Optical knee pads. I like these, they're nice and strong. Again, these are 34 regular, even though I'm a 32 regular, just again to make sure they fit me properly. But they do, they fit nice and well. So that is my BDUs. As well as that, on my hands, the guys at Mechanix recently, thank you Doug if you're watching this, shout out to Doug, have sent me some new Mechanix Gloves. I normally wear the Coyote Originals, but they've sent me some MPAC 3s in Coyote Brown and in black. They've sent me the Originals. These are the normal ones I wear, but these are in black. And they've also sent me the 0.5 Originals. So these are the really thin ones, which I really like because you can still be very dexterous with them. You can kind of get your primers out and even, you know, load magazines and BBs with these nice and thin gloves. Only downside is they do tend to kind of wear out quite quick. I burn holes through these very fast, so they're good, but they do wear out pretty quickly. But I will be using those in the near future. Now finally today, I'm not going to cover this too much because I'm going to be doing a full separate video on this because it's a lot to cover. We have my helmet build. Now, first thing I want to say, yes, this is a Team Wendy helmet. No, I'm not a supporter of Killery. I actually bought this helmet a long time before, or ordered it at least, a long time before the whole Hillary Team Wendy thing happened. I'm also from the UK. I don't want to get involved with American politics. I don't fully understand American politics. I'm not going to protest and try and preach when I don't understand it fully. So yes, this is a Team Wendy helmet. No, I don't support Hillary. I also don't support Trump. Let's just get that out of the way. So I said I will be doing a full video on this in the near future. So this is just a rough overview. But again, this is the Team Wendy X-Fill in size 2, the LTD I think it's called. This is the bump helmet, so it's not Kevlar or carbon fibre. It's got the official Team Wendy multicam cover on it, which is like rocking horse shit to get hold of in the UK. Shout out to Team Wendy. They sent me the helmet and the helmet cover from the US, which is very nice of them. And the reason we went for these helmets is because we now have night vision, and you don't want to be mounting, you know, a 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 pound night vision unit on a 60 pound Newprol Airsoft helmet. So the Team Wendy actually come with a, if I just pop this off a second, it's still on the lanyard, an official built-in, molded in Wilcox NVG shroud. So that's going to keep your night vision nice and safe, and it's not going to go anywhere. Now, talking about keeping it safe, my night vision, this is a Generation 3 Omni 6 Act in Black unit. And to keep it safe, I have a Wilcox lanyard on there, so if it pops off the J-arm, it's not going to fall off. On the back, we have ourselves a strobe, some more patches, counterweights, and my Contact Peltor ear protection. So that pretty much wraps up my helmet, but I will be doing a full review of this in the near future. So that pretty much wraps up today's video. If you did enjoy this, leave all your thoughts and comments and likes down below. And of course, if you have any more questions about any of this equipment, leave them in the comments. I will try and answer them as best as possible. But in the meantime, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.